authorizes the county and the USDA to enter into a loan agreement not to exceed $2,437,000 and a grant agreement not to exceed $4,024,800 for costs associated with the Lono Kona subdivision public sewer system improvements. Reference Communication 558, introduced by Ms. David by request, waived. FC.
Thank you. And before we move forward with discussion, I think everyone has Communication 558.1 that we received this morning, which is a communication that requests 10 minutes for a presentation by Director Kocharski. Do you folks have that? So I'd like to make a motion to file communication. No need?
No need.
Okay. All right, then we'll just move along then if there's any discussion. Mr. Kocharski, can you come up, please? And I guess we'll save our questions till after your presentation. And identify yourself for the record. Do you need some time to set up, or are you already set up?
And that report was submitted in December of 2013. Within that report was the letter of commitment from the Department of Agriculture, which was dated August 2013, which gave, as the numbers that we have on here, the $6,464,800 for the development of the Lono Kona sewer district. And of that, $4 million is a grant, and the $2.4 million is the amount of money that the residents would be paying back for the sewer district. So the county would be responsible for that, the $2.4 million, and provided we got everything done, the grant monies would then follow. So we're getting a 2-for-1 payback from Department of Agriculture award. What I have on the screen right now is a description of the Lono Kona district. You can see I don't know whether you can read the boundaries, but this is going to cover that whole district, and the reason for this is that there are a number of apartment buildings, businesses there. The lots are too small for septic. They were all on cesspools, gang cesspools, which, as we recall from prior issues that the county has been dealing with, were supposed to have been closed in 2005. And this sewer district will remove these facilities from these gang cesspools. And the process that we are going through has been somewhat delayed. The original schedule had this being completed sometime in 2016, but for a number of reasons, we did not meet that. Partially, it took us longer to get our act together on this. We've done improvement districts before, but they've been with water. This is the first one we've done with sewer, and our learning curve was not as steep as anyone would like. We ran into a problem of having less than ideal staffing in wastewater, and so we went out and hired a consultant to manage this project. And then when we got everything together with the consultant, we took a look. We had some issues from some of the people that our route was going to disrupt their businesses inappropriately, they thought. And we took a look at it and said they have a point, and so we went in and we redesigned this portion of the line. If you take a look on the screen, the red line that you have up on the screen is our new route. The old route that we had came down through and down the road, and we wind up getting considerably less disruption to the downtown. But that has delayed the project. The schedule that we have this is a pretty detailed schedule. It's much more than you need. The big issue is that we will be finalizing this by December of 2019. We have a request in to the Department of Agriculture to extend this grant and this program until that time. And one of the issues, because we did fall behind, was that if the prices come in that for the bids more than 10% higher, then we have to go in and have another process of voting by the members of the district. And in order to terminate that and not do that, the county, the mayor has agreed that if we do have a cost overrun on this, that the county will make up the difference, so we will not be changing the assessments to the homeowners in the district. And so that's some of the yellow marks that you see on the second part and second half of the schedule. So with that this is the basics of this. This is a very good opportunity and deal for the county with a $4 million grant, and we ask the council to proceed with a positive vote.
Thank you. This is this Lono Kona subdivision is in Councilmember Kanuha's district, so I'll go to Councilmember Kanuha.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And thank you, Bill, for explaining what's going on here. And I really do want to compliment you guys on working towards a solution to this. I know I've been dealing with this since I first got into office. I think it was Councilmember Pilago who first introduced this in 2011, but I've been trying to make this as one of the top priorities on the county council, and I'm glad we're working towards this solution. I was just worried that the timeliness of this would have impact on the monies that we were getting from USDA. So I'm glad we worked out all the issues and got this headed in the right direction, because it'd be a travesty if we lost the grant opportunities that they're giving us, especially in this area where it is all on cesspool and the few gang cesspools and the ones that have already been fined by EPA. So, this is very close to Kailua Village, very close to Kailua Bay. So it's even more important that we get all of these homes off of the cesspools. And really, I was having a concern that the prices would come in higher than, the construction estimates would come in higher now than what we approved previously. So I'm glad that the administration, and especially the mayor, is really stepping up to the plate to make sure that we don't have to go through this process again, that it is going to be done in a timely manner, that we are going to there is some final resolution that the community can see. Because this process went through, we ended up putting a light at the Alaho and Henry Street intersections and working with the developer over there to build that roadway connecting this subdivision to Henry Street. Because it was a cul-de-sac subdivision, it was really important that we got that going through. But that was supposed to be done in conjunction with this project. So obviously that project got through first, which I'm glad to have it done. But this project is a really important one for the district, and not only for the district, but how we move forward in dealing with all of our subdivisions that are on are on cesspools. We have a mandate that we got to get off these cesspools at a certain time. So if we can do it right now, do this project correctly in a timely manner, know exactly how to get the funds from USDA, work with everybody, I think this is a good model that we can move forward with for the rest of the island. So I know it's taken a long time, and I really want to mahalo you guys in the last several months for really taking us a better look at it. I didn't want to lose that money, so I'm glad we are moving forward, and I'm glad USDA is amenable to the county's late timetable. But thank you guys. I don't have any questions. I know there might be some questions about the more details, but council members, I really, really urge you guys to pass this and because it is really important. Yeah, the timeliness of it is really, really important. Really important to the subdivision too. So urge your support. Thank you, Bill, for working with us.